Since the beginning of time, philosophers, religionists, poets, scholars have debated and contemplated the meaning of life. And generally, they've all come to the same conclusion that the Dalai Lama did, that Aristotle did, that thinkers of times past and times current have. And that object and design of our existence is happiness. The question isn't so much what is the purpose of life. I think we can agree that it's happiness. What parent hasn't said about their own children, all I want for my children is for them to be happy? Why would we want that more than any other thing for our children if it wasn't what we thought was the most important thing, is to be happy? And wouldn't the parent, the great parent of the universe, want his children to be happy? It just makes sense. What the question so much then is not what are we here for? What's the object and design of our existence? It's not the question. The question is, how do we find it and what makes people happy? When I'm asked this question, and I have been frequently on different interviews, it's almost easier to explain the opposite before I explain what makes people happy. And that is that we know that when we're stuck, we know that's unhappiness. We are not happy when we're not moving forward. So consequently, when we are moving forward, that's the key to happiness. And sometimes we don't move forward because we think it's too big of a leap, too big of a step. I've got to really be happy and move forward. I've got to jump some chasm or another to get to the other side to where I can be happy. But actually, the happiness comes in every little step that we take as we move forward. Every little step forward increases our happiness. It doesn't have to be big things. So I suggest you try this. Do something hard. I had a client once check in with me, and she's just terribly unhappy, and things were going wrong, and she was just unhappy. And I challenged her to hike a local hill that she knew of, a short, steep hill, and then come back and tell me how she felt. And she did. She felt way better. When we do hard things, even little hard things, we just feel happier and better about life. So I challenge you to pick something, some little step forward, and just test it and see if you don't feel a little bit happier by doing some little hard thing. The purpose in writing Life Mastery was this very thing about happiness. When I understood fully what made people happy, I never intended to write a book, but I said, this is time for me to write this book because I think this is a message that needs to be heard more frequently. So I wrote Life Mastery, Personal Progression Towards an Infinite Potential. We all have an infinite potential, and we move forward in that potential. That's where we're going to find happiness. And the link to Life Mastery is in the description. I suggest you buy the book and see if you can find some tricks to be happier. Once you've tried this little experiment, when you do some little hard thing, like maybe take a treat to somebody you don't like very well, or you climb a hard mountain, or you do some hard thing. Once you've tried that and seen the happiness that follows, it won't be huge. It'll just be a little sense of well-being. But once you've had that experiment, I would like to see you look around in your life and see what area of your life you can move forward in just a little bit. Some area in your life that's causing you some unhappiness. See if you can't take a few steps in that direction, and let me know how that goes. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope that you'll subscribe to our channel so you can get more information on tips and tricks on how to live a healthier, better life. Check the video on the screen now, and we'll see you there.